Hello and welcome to another tutorial on my channel. On this video I will show you how to crochet a small watermelon, which can be a keychain or bag and card charms. Lovely gift for everyone. It's super easy and fast to make and good for beginners too. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and feel free to check out many more free tutorials on the channel. So let's get started. So what do you need to make this watermelon? You need red, green and white yarn. I use milk cotton, but any yarn will work. It will just be bigger or smaller. We will need a small piece of yarn or thread to make the blush at the end. We will need a 3mm crochet hook, pair of scissors, a needle, stitch marker, stuffing, 8mm safety eyes, and if you want it as a keychain, so you also need a keychain to put it inside. So the stitches that you will need to know, they are very simple and basic ones. We need only a magic ring, single crochet, increase, decrease, and a slip stitch. If you don't know any of them, check the box down below for a stitches tutorial I made. We are going to work from the top to the bottom, so you want to start with the red color. First thing we do is a magic circle. I like to do it this way. You can do it however you just want, or I will show you one time how I do it. So you're making like a circle like that. You take your yarn under the circle and bring it through. Now you turn it over and hold with your other hand. Make sure you hold both pieces of yarn with your fingers here. You take your hook and go through the circle. Now you're going to yarn under or yarn over, go through the circle and yarn over. Bring it through the loop that's on your hook. So here is our magic circle. So now for row 1 we're going to make 6 single crochets into the magic circle. So you take your hook through the circle. One thing I want you to know, I'm going to use yarn under and then yarn over. If you know only how to do yarn over, that's fine. I just think that for thin yarn it's better to do yarn under. This way the stitches stays tight and there are no holes. So that's a single crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once we finish 6 single crochets, you take the end and you pull. Not too tight, so we can go into the first stitch easily. So we finished row 1 and we have 6 stitches around. Now you take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that we made. For row 2 we're going to make single crochet on the first stitch and an increase into the second stitch for total 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it together. You go into the first stitch and you're making a single crochet. Into the second stitch, you are going to make an increase, which means 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So that's 1 and 2 into the same stitch. So we finished 1 time, we need to do it twice more. So next stitch, make a single crochet, and next stitch, make an increase. We've done it twice, 1 more time, single crochet into the next stitch, and we go to the stitch marker. Now we know that it's the last stitch of the row. You take it out and you're going to do an increase. 1 and 2 into the same stitch. Now you can take the yarn and pull tight. So we finished row 2 and we have 9 single crochets around. For row 3, we're going to make single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the second stitch, and an increase into the third stitch for total 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. Don't forget to put it back into the last stitch that we made. So single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the second stitch, and an increase into the third stitch. Okay, that's 1 time. Let's do it again. Single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and an increase into the next stitch. And 1 more time, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, take out your stitch marker and make an increase into this last stitch. Okay, we finished row 3 and we have 12 single crochets around. Take your stitch marker into the last stitch that you made. And now for row 4, we're going to make single crochet in the first, single crochet in the second, single crochet in the third, and an increase into the fourth stitch for total 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it together. Single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and an increase into the fourth stitch. That's 1 time. Let's do it twice more. So single crochet in the next 3 stitches. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and an increase into the fourth stitch. We've done it twice, 1 more time to go. Single crochet to the next, single crochet into the next, single crochet into the next, take out your stitch marker and make an increase into this last stitch. That's how it looks like for now. So we finished row 4 and we have 15 single crochets around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch. Now for row number 5, we're going to make single crochet the next 4 stitches and then increase into the 5th stitch for total 3 times. So single crochet in the first, single crochet in the second, single crochet in the third, single crochet in the fourth, and then increase into the 5th stitch. That's one time. Let's do it again. Single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and then increase into the 5th stitch. That's twice. One more time. Single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and for the last stitch, take out the stitch marker and make an increase. Okay, we finished row number 5. Now we have 18 single crochets around. Take your stitch marker and put it back into the last stitch. For row number 6, we're going to start with an increase on the first stitch, and then we do single crochet into the next 5 stitches, and we're going to make it for 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So we're going into the first stitch and we're making an increase, then single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one time. Again, first stitch is an increase and 5 single crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time, start with an increase and 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, last stitch, take out the stitch marker, and you finish now with only one single crochet. So we finished row 6 and we have 21 single crochets around. Take your stitch marker and put it back into the stitch that we made. For row number 7, we're going to do single crochet in the first, single crochet in the second, increase on the third stitch, and then 4 more single crochets. Single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Let's do it together and you will see. So single crochet in the first, single crochet in the second, increase on the third stitch, and single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So single crochet, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, and a single crochet in the next. We're going to repeat it total 3 times, so 2 more. So single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, increase into the next stitch, and then single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and a single crochet. That's twice. Let's do it one more time. Single crochet on the first, single crochet on the second, increase into the third stitch, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, last stitch, take out the stitch marker and make a single crochet. When we are increasing on the different places, it stays on the same height and it stays with the right shape that we want it to be. So we finished row 7 and we have 24 single crochets around. Take back your stitch marker and put it at the last stitch that we made. For row number 8, we're going to make single crochet the next 7 stitches and then increase into the 8th stitch for total 3 times. So single crochet on the next stitch, single crochet on the next, that's 2, single crochet on the third, single crochet on the fourth, single crochet on the fifth, single crochet on the sixth, single crochet on the seventh, and then increase into the 8th stitch. So that's 1 time. Let's do it 2 more times. Single crochet, that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then increase into the 8th stitch. 1 more time, single crochet the next 7, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last stitch, make an increase. Okay, now we finished row 8, we have 27 single crochets around. Now we're going to make 2 more rows of 27 single crochets, which means 1 single crochet in each stitch around for total 2 rows. So let's start the first row together and then you continue for total 2 rows. So first stitch you do a single crochet, next is a single crochet, next is a single crochet, next is a single crochet. You just keep going 1 single crochet in each stitch around for total 2 rows. That would be rows 9 and 10, and I will meet you before I'm going to finish the 10th row. So I'm about to finish row number 10, which is the second row. And last stitch, take out the stitch marker and just make a single crochet. Now take your stitch marker and put it back into the last stitch that you made. So for row 11, we're going to start with an increase into the first stitch and then do single crochet in the next 8 stitches for total 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So do an increase into the first stitch, and a single crochet in the next 8 stitches. So 1 single crochet in the stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, that's 2, single crochet 3, single crochet number 4, single crochet 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's 1 time. Let's do it again. Increase into the next stitch and a single crochet into the next 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One more time, make an increase, and a single crochet in the last 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last stitch, take out the stitch marker and make a single crochet. So we finished row 11 and we have 30 single crochets around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that we made. Now for row number 12 we're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch around, which will be total of 30 single crochets. So let's do few together. So single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next. Just go like that all around until you get to the stitch marker. And I will meet you before I finish the row. So I'm about to finish the row. Single crochet. For the last stitch, you take the stitch marker out and you're not going to finish the stitch, the single crochet, because now we're going to change the color. What you're doing, you take your hook through the last stitch, yarn under or yarn over, go through the stitch. When we have 2 loops on the hook, you're going to join with a white color. I will show you how we do it. With your hook, you pull the white yarn through those 2 loops on the hook and you finish the single crochet. Now pull the red and you can take your scissors and cut the red yarn. Make sure you leave some tail, small one, so we can make 2 knots after we start the next round, the next row. So now for row number 13, we're going to make again 30 single crochets. First you take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that we made. So you're going to go 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. Just go single crochet in each stitch around until you get to the stitch marker. And I will meet you before I finish the row to show you how to make the knots of the white and red yarn. So keep going. So I'm about to finish the row, take out the stitch marker and make the last single crochet. So we just finished row number 13 and we have 30 single crochets around. You take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that you made. Now we're going to start the next row and then we will make the knots with the white and red yarns. So for row number 14, we're going to make again 1 single crochet in each stitch around for total 30 single crochets until we get to the stitch marker. So you start with 1 single crochet and then you pull the hook like that, take it out and go to those ends of yarn. Now you're just going to make 2 knots. Fasten it tight, like that. Put them inside, and now we can continue. So we made 1 single crochet on the first stitch. So just go and do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. and I will meet you before I finish the row. I'm about to finish the row, left last stitch, take out the stitch marker, and again you don't finish the single crochet. We're going to change to the green color. So you take your hook into the last stitch, yarn under, go through. I'm sorry. You're taking now the green color and with your hook go through the 2 loops like that. Pull the white color and now you can cut the white yarn. Leave some tail to make the knots. Okay, now for row number 15, take your stitch marker and put it in the last stitch that we made. And now for row number 15, we're going to make single crochet in the next 9 stitches and an increase into stitch number 10 for total 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it together. Into the first stitch, make a single crochet. Single crochet in the next stitch, that's number 2, single crochet 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and make an increase into the 10th stitch. So that's 1 time. Let's do it again. Single crochet in the next 9 stitches and then an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and an increase into the 10th stitch. 1 more time to go. Single crochet. That's 1, 2, 3. Just again single crochet in the next 9. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got to the last stitch, take out the stitch marker and make an increase. Okay, so we finished row number 15. We have 33 single crochets around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch. And now for row number 16, we're going to make single crochet in each stitch around, which will be total of 33 single crochets. So you do 1 single crochet in the next stitch, you pull like that, and you take your white and green yarn ends, and you're going to make 2 knots. Pull tight, put them inside, and just keep going. One single crochet in each stitch around until we get to the stitch marker. I will meet you before I finish the row. I'm about to finish the row. Take out the stitch marker and do a single crochet into the last stitch. So now we finished row number 16. We have 33 single crochets around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that we made. So for row number 17 and last, we're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch around, which will be 33 single crochets until we get to the stitch marker. So again, 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Keep going and I will meet you before I finish the row. So I'm about to finish the row. Take out the stitch marker and do last single crochet. Now we're going to finish off, which means make a slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 1, and you can cut the yarn, leave tail to sew, and close the hole here. I cut it too long, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's not too short. So you pull all the way like that. So this is our shape, that's how it looks like. What we're going to do now is insert the safety eyes. We want to insert them and put them between rows 10 and 11. So I will show you how we count the rows. Well, it's not focused enough, but I hope you can see. So at the top is the first row of this circle here, so that's 1. And you're going to keep counting down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, I hope you'll be able to see it, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So we want to insert them between those rows. So you take and put 1 inside. Make sure that the changing colors is at the back. And now we're going to count 5 stitches in between. If you don't know, you just pull your finger through from the inside and pull like that, and then you can see the stitches. So you count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go and put it into the 6th stitch. So there will be 5 in between. Like that. Now we want to close it. One and two. Okay, once we finished with the eyes, we're going to sew and close the watermelon. So you take your needle and just flat your watermelon and see where is the edge here. Just take your needle and go through those stitches until you get to the end. Like that. Okay. What we're going to do now, we're going to sew the front stitch and the back stitch together. So with your needle, go into the same stitch, the first one, and into the front stitch, like that, and pull. You go into the next stitch from the outside to the inside, and the back stitch from the inside to the outside, and pull. Next stitch, so you can continue into the next stitch in the front and straight into the next stitch at the back, and pull. Next stitch and next stitch at the back. Just like that. Don't close it. Don't forget that we still need to put some stuffing inside. So just keep going, and when we have a smaller hole, we're going to put some stuffing. Okay. Now go and fill the watermelon with a fiber filling. Make sure you stuff also here at the top. In every corner, make sure that you fill also there, like that. Fill as much as you can. Just make sure that you don't have holes because of the stuffing. That looks fine. Before I will finish it, I will put some more here. So now I will not sew it up with the stuffing. Now you can go and continue. Closing this hole. Just go stitch by stitch, front and back together, sew it up. Now just put a little bit more. Okay, I think that's enough. Now I continue and close. Okay, before we pull tight the last stitch, we go with the needle through the little loop and just pull tight. Now we want to now we want to hide the yarn, so just bring it inside and out on a different place. Pull and now you can cut the left yarn. So that's how it looks like for now. Now we're going to add the blush and the smile. So we start with the blush. So you take your pink yarn and with the needle we're going to start approximately from here, let's say, and you bring it out at the bottom of the eye at the right side, like that. Leave small tail here and count one stitch and bring it into the second stitch here. You see one and you take the needle inside the second one. Now you straight go into the other eye and you take your needle here at the left side of the eye, one row down, and you pull like that. Count one stitch and get it into the second stitch. Now you take your needle and bring it and go through the first place we got the needle in with this yarn and you pull. Now just make 2 knots like that, and you can cut with a knife, with the scissors. Now with the end of your needle you just bring it inside. There you go. So the blush. Now what's left for us is only the smile. We're going to use a black thread or yarn. So that much is enough. Take your needle and now we start approximately from here, doesn't really matter exactly, and we go into the first stitch near the eye. Pull like that. Now we go into the left eye and we go through into the next stitch next to the eye. Now you find the middle approximately here, let's say, and you go one row down before in the middle, and you take your needle out. Pull, not too tight. When you have a small loop here, you take your needle through and pull slowly, like that. Now, with the needle, you go from the other side of the yarn and you bring it into the same place here and out of the beginning. and you pull slowly like that. Now you make 2 knots one and 2. Take your scissors, cut and hide with the back of your needle like that. So there you go, here is our keychain. If you want to put the keychain, you just open it and put it here at the top and close it up. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it and you enjoyed it. Feel free to check more tutorials and goodbye.